Welcome to the year of the remodel. Supply has been so low and demand is so high for waterfront property here at Lake Martin that people are really considering hidden gems that they can remodel, fix up. And this season, we are going to take you through a full-time resident with a family of 4 and the process of remodeling. Maybe it's not as bad as you think. We're also going to, in this episode, feature the United Way, where they completely remodel downtown for one evening. And we get to meet up with a gentleman who has even remodeled his boat this year.
Hey guys, this is Trey with Crew Lending, and for some of you that may be familiar with us or may not, I really wanted to point out the difference between us, who are more of a purchase-driven lender, and some of the .coms and 800 numbers out there. We actually not only have great relationships with the realtors and builders on Lake Martin, but also homeowners insurance companies, septic tank inspectors, appraisers, everybody and every little piece of the puzzle to put it all together in a 3 to 4 week process. So call us today. We are your purchase-driven lender on Lake Martin. Call us today.
Our theme for today's show is remodeling fixer-uppers. And in a unique way, we have a great opportunity every fall in Alex City to remodel your back parking lot.
Yes.
Courtney, what are we up to right now?
I'm Courtney Layfield. I'm with the Lake Martin Area United Way, and we are going to fix up the back parking lot at 17 Main Street. We're going to hang some patio lights and put out a runway and just transform the parking lot into a New Orleans style, Alex City fun environment for our fashion show and our downtown showdown. We'll have food, we'll have drinks, we've got a silent auction. We're gonna have beautiful models coming out, boys and girls, from all of our local area shops. And we're just really excited. It's one of our biggest fundraisers. It's on Thursday, October 19th from 6 to 9. We have tickets at the United Way office, so come by and get them. VIP tables if you wanna bring out your friends and have a really nice evening. And we just are looking forward to it.
Yes, and Scotland, we will get to see you at the event.
Yes.
What is your part of Downtown Showdown?
Well, I will be modeling for Cloud9, so I'll be walking for them, and we model certain outfits like this. This is all from Cloud9 today, and we really just enjoy doing it, just in general. It's a really fun event just to have fun and mingle with people that are around your town.
Well, after 5 years, they really have it down pat. You feel like you're in, you know, a New York, you know, chichi fon place. And all the pretty local people are there, and it's really another reminder of what great work y'all do at United Way.
Well, thank you. We try hard, and it's one of our big fundraisers, and we've got a big campaign this year, so we hope you'll come out and support us. And it all goes to help support our 28 agencies across the 2 counties that we serve in Coosa and Tallapoosa. So please come out and join us. Have a good party.
Sounds good.
We are the Parkers, and we love Lake Martin.
So I mentioned it's become the year of the remodel. What do I mean by that? Well, 46% of the waterfront Lake Martin market in 2017 is priced under $500,000. So where that is a significant chunk of money to put into a lake home, whether you're going to be here part-time, full-time, maybe use it as an investment opportunity. People sometimes suffer from sticker shock when they first come to look at houses here. Well, I sort of wanted to take the opportunity to highlight these old, outdated, decrepit, generational homes that often, like I mentioned, get overlooked. When you are in town or when you're buying somewhere that is not in a waterfront market, I want you to focus on the house, of course, the square footage, the number of beds and baths, you know, parts and pieces of the inside the four walls that you're investing in. But when you come to Lake Martin, it's my job to educate you about buying the water. And most of the time, you want to invest in the most waterfront footage and that maybe has the longest, prettiest view that you can afford in water. What does that mean? Well, think about it. Real estate really started popping up on Lake Martin in the 1960s, 1970s. And so it just makes sense that some of the oldest homes have the prettiest primo lots. So today's buyer is a lot of times used to, if you can't find what you want, let's just go build something. Well, and we can do that for you here on waterfront Lake Martin as well, but we do need to remember that when you're purchasing a waterfront home, some of your initial significant costs are going to be on your seawall and pier. When people come in, they're sort of trying to figure out our inventory and, you know, houses in general in a certain price range. You got to remember that this market was booming with new construction spec homes up until 2008. And then there was no new construction built between 2008 and 13. And when builders started coming back to life and consumers started feeling more confidence in their market, the homes that were being built on our shoreline were probably being custom built for a client who already had an existing lot that they owned. So it just makes sense that a lot of homes now are going more back to, let's use the primo lot, let's use the four walls that we may already have as a family home or that we can get at a less expensive initial investment, and let's make it as great, if not better, than new construction.
I'm Wendy.
I'm Tiffany.
And we love Lake Martin.
Okay, secret's out. I am the consumer this time around. We have decided to do a complete overhaul on the house that I have been enjoying at Lake Martin for over 25 years. It has been a family decision and quite a process. So you are getting to see the beginning. What you are seeing is what a lot of my clients see, and that really turns them off. You know, white linoleum countertops, and maybe outdated shapes of cabinet doors, and you know, flooring issues, ceiling issues. Y'all, it all is cyclical, and everything has a shelf life, and this 1970s home has definitely seen the end of its. Well, this is how you start. You don't start by knocking down a wall. You start by thinking and talking and discussing and budgeting and trying out things that may work or may not. As you can see, this was an experience that went real bad. Trying to choose paint colors for cabinet doors. We're not using any of these. Y'all have met those crazy Dodson boys. This was a T-ball accident back in the spring where Barrett hit a baseball straight through Bryce's bedroom. Okay, so HGTV has been around for a long time, and we all joke and say, you know, it's not as easy or quick as from beginning to end in 60 minutes. Well, we have about an 11-minute online show, and I want to dig into the things that those shows maybe don't talk about. So step one is the intimidating boxes. I mean, we are completely gutting out a basement, which means we have to move. We have to move a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and 2 adults that are pretty set in their ways and like to keep our own stuff. So our contractor, and part of our budget was to have a moving company come and move out our, you know, our belongings from the basement. And while I was like, are you kidding me? Is that part of it? I really think it's going to be a huge stress reliever because you don't want to exhaust all of your energy and enthusiasm before, you know, the project even begins. So thanks for watching the beginning, and I hope that you'll be interested to see where we are a month or 2 from now. Well, here she is, Karen Chanel on a Sunday afternoon, unexpected, definitely wasn't part of our plan, but our basement flooded in mid-renovation last night, and Karen is here to save the day.
Well, I don't know about that, but I was put up to this. But I just want to say, State Farm is there. It is. Even on Sunday, I'll come out. But, you know, no one wants to have their house flooded. No one wants their hot water heater to burst. No one wants to go through this. But all I want to say is you are with the right company. State Farm's going to take care of you. We've got our loss mitigation people here that you cannot see right now, but they came up last night and again this morning, and we've got her put back to the best we can put her back functioning right now. But hopefully going forward, this process will move smoothly, and we'll get you back up and running in no time at all. Thank you, Paige, for your positive attitude.
Well, if it had to happen, this was the best case scenario.
Yes,
So,
yes.
thank you, Karen. And
You're welcome. Thank y'all.
in action.
Bill, we're back on my favorite boathouse in the entire lake.
Yeah, this is where the rubber ducky stays. And some of y'all might have seen us around the lake. Everybody seems to know the rubber ducky before they know me. But I guess y'all are doing like a remodeling segment
Yes,
today.
and of all things, I didn't even know you could remodel a boat. Tell us about the ducky.
Yeah, well, we did. We've had the ducky for about 14 years here. And as those years go by, it just seems like the upholstery gets a little sadder and sadder. So anyway, Laurie and I got with Gary over at On-Site Boat Care. He's up around the airport in case y'all need him. They did a terrific job. They came down and got it like on a Monday. They kept it that week and that following weekend. And when we got back here on, I think it was a Wednesday or Thursday, it was like 2 days early. The upholstery, they just put all the seats back in. And his crew just did a great job of cleanup. I'd highly recommend Gary. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is bright, shiny. You can see it coming from a mile away. And I remember this spring when we first saw it, it was like, oh, it's like a brand new boat. If you don't see him, you can hear him. We got to hear you blast us out with your
Well,
infamous.
it's under repair. That's why we've got our hand puppet. So, you know, y'all can tell we don't have any fun on the rubber ducky. So I'll have to do this since the horn's broken. But anyway, quack, 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 quack.
You're a nut, always. Thanks for showing off your new baby.
Well, thanks. Anyway, so I'd highly recommend remodeling your boat. Bye.
Well, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday in September. I think school just let out. All I can hear are a bunch of teenagers running to downtown Alex City. You know, some places just don't need much of a remodel. Hang on. Oh, God. Okay.
Now we're good.
I do want to...
Just look at me. Yeah, just look at Dirk. Not much. I know that's
Have to or get to, Dirk. You know, it's all perspective. That's it.